Hey, what's up guys? David McVandy here and welcome to my productivity test of this 2017 Apple iPad. Now this is the iPad, it's not the iPad Pro, just the iPad. Now I've never done a performance review or a productivity review, so I really wasn't sure how to go about this video, but basically I'm just going to use this iPad like a person normally would, and you can see for yourself how it performs. I'm going to run a few games, some apps, test out the video editing capabilities of this iPad, just so you can make a decision on whether this iPad has the power that you need. So sit back, relax, and let's see how this iPad performs. So first thing we're going to test out is just the browsing capabilities of this iPad. So to do that, we're going to open up Safari and then type in The Verge. The reason why I chose The Verge is because I know it's a pretty heavy website and some cell phones have problems opening it up, although most modern cell phones can open it. But it's just a good website to test the capabilities of this iPad. So 1, 2, 3, I don't know why I'm counting because I'm not comparing it to anything else, but let's just go. So I hit The Verge and boom. As you can see, it opened up the website, no problem. Looks like most things are loaded. There was a couple of ads that are popping into place, but the website is pretty much loaded. And this is a fast processor. This is the A9 chip, so it's the same chip that was in the iPhone 6. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it even beats out the Snapdragon 835 in benchmarks. And the Snapdragon 835 was pretty much in every Android flagship in 2017, so this is no slouch. If you're worried that you're getting a slow processor, don't worry. It is a couple of years old, but I think it still has a few years to go before you can call this processor outdated. That's if Apple doesn't slow it down on purpose. That was a joke. I'm not saying that they do that, although they might. Okay, so for the next test, we're going to do the video game test. And the viewer who asked me to make this video also said that he wanted to see Guns of Boom being played. So I downloaded it. I've never played this game myself, so I can't attest to how good of a game it is, but I did play it once when I downloaded it just to see how this iPad runs it, and I had no issues, but you're going to see right now for yourself. So I'm just going to flip it over just so you get a better view of everything. Oh, and this is just like a floating home button, in case you're wondering. Okay, so we're going to go to battle. And okay, so I'm just gonna play the game like this. I'm at an awkward angle, so forgive me if I die, but I've never played this game anyway, and I'm playing it at an awkward angle, so don't make fun of me. Okay, where are the enemies? I think I see one. Yeah, I got one. Yeah, so it's running this game very well. I mean, I'm not noticing any drop in frame rates. It's not freezing up on me. And this looks like a pretty graphic intensive game too. I'd compare this to Modern Combat 5, which is the next game I'm going to play on this. And yeah, wow. This game looks pretty cool though. Bit too cartoonish looking for me, but still looks cool. But yeah, so you saw for yourself, I'm not going to spend too much time on this game, so I'm going to close that up. So the next game we're going to play is Modern Combat 5, which is a game I play, although not on iOS. I play this on Android, but it's the same exact game.
There's no time to explain. Listen to me. You need to get...
Okay, so this is not the multiplayer. I played multiplayer on this, and I could tell you it runs just as well as the actual game, but I'm just going to play the game for you guys right now, because it's just easier. So, oh, gotta switch my method first. There we go. Well, sorry, it's kind of dark.
Stay back.
Okay, this is going to be kind of hard to play like this. Yeah. Alright, I didn't die. No, I'm actually decent at this game, but this is just an awkward angle. And it's kind of dark, so I had to darken the screen so it shows up well on the camera. Whoa. Whoa. Get out of there. Come on! Whoa. Get behind me. Damn it. Ugh, I died. Anyway, it's kind of hard to play that way. But you saw how well the game ran. There was no issues. Very smooth. So now let's jump into the iMovie test. I'm just going to show you guys how iMovie works on this. So I recorded a 1 minute 1080p video. So this iPad could only do 1080p at 30 frames a second. That's the max it could do as far as video resolution goes. So I recorded a 1 minute clip, and whoops, I said clip and I clicked on an app that says clip. That's how you confuse yourself. I'm looking for iMovie. There it is. So I'm in iMovie, and oh yeah, I actually already did some editing on it. So I'll just open it back up, and I'm just going to show you how easy and smoothly it edits. See? So I did put a title in there. I'm going to erase this. So should be nothing there after. I'm going to erase this too. See how easily you can add a title? Works very well. I'm not sure about 4K video, but I don't record in 4K anyway, so I'm sure most people or a lot of people know it's a pain to edit 4K videos, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, so I'm done with this. Okay, so let's do something. Let's try to split this film strip in half. So going to hit split right here, and boom, split it very easily. Everything still runs smoothly. Let's press play. It's just the interior of my house. Okay, now let's see what else we can do. Let's add another title. Oops. Sorry, I don't use iMovie either, so forgive me. I'm kind of learning to go along. I always edit on Adobe Premiere because I do all my editing on my computer, not by iPad. Okay, so I'm going to put some text right there. Hello, everyone. Let me get rid of this one. Okay, done. Let's see how that looks. See, everything runs pretty well. Now, I'm not too familiar with iMovie, so I'm not sure if you can add layers or anything. Doesn't look like you can add layers. So we're gonna add a filter. Now, I'm not sure about iMovie, but I know in Adobe Premiere, the more layers you add or the more color grading that you do, the slower the software runs. So I'm sure it's the same. So let's try to add some color grading and see if it slows down the iMovie app. So let's just click one. Blockbuster. Those aren't around anymore. That's a different thing anyway. So we added the Blockbuster color grading filter to this. Looks like put a greenish hue over everything. And yeah, it's still running smoothly. I mean, I don't see anything slowing down. This is a pretty small clip, but I'm pretty sure no one's going to edit a whole movie on iPads. You just want to edit small videos, you know, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. Now, if you are editing movies on iPads, then I don't know why you're using iPad. It's better to use a computer, but to each his own. But anyway, so you saw for yourself how well it handled that. Let's go to Garageband and let's see how well this performs. Now, Garageband is also another app I'm not very familiar with. It's very similar to an app on Samsung, and I don't remember the name of the Samsung app, but it's basically the same thing. You can play musical instruments like the keyboard, or you can mix up two songs together or make your own beats. So let's see how this works. That's running well. Let's hit the record button. Now, I don't know how to get rid of that sound in the background, but I haven't really checked. Excuse my piano skills, because they are non-existent, or keyboard skills in this setting. But anyway, let's see how that sounds. Let's play that recording over. No problemo. Okay, so what's left? We did video games, we did websites, we did YouTube. Let's open like a reading app like CNN. This is a news app. I'm sure this is an app a lot of people use on a daily basis. I don't know if CNN is the app that you're going to use, but something similar, something where you can read articles and whatnot. So let's click on this. Everything's such bad news. I want to click on something good. Oh, I thought this rhino was good news, but it's actually bad news. Okay, Facebook, whatever. See, it's very smooth. Honestly, I think the CNN app on this iPad runs even better than the CNN app on my Galaxy Note 8. And the processor on my Galaxy Note 8 is like 2 years or something newer. Let's hit play and watch a little mini video, but
Ryan,
not too much.
there are a lot of layers to this story, so walk us through it all.
Yeah, the New York Times here in New York, and the Observer.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is draw. Now, unfortunately, I don't own a stylus. I know the viewer specifically asked me to draw with a stylus, but I don't own one. I'm going to use my finger just to simulate a stylus. And I'm sure a stylus will work pretty much the same as my finger, maybe even better, probably even better than my finger. So if it looks good with my finger, you could rest assured that the stylus would probably work even better. So let's choose the pencil here, and I'm a horrible drawer. I don't know what that is. It's supposed to be hair. But yeah, this is my painting of a disfigured man or something like that. It's Picasso. I'm a Picasso, you know? Yeah, everything seems to work very well. Like, this feels like I'm drawing with a stylus, but you know, obviously I'm using my finger. But it looks like I'm drawing with a stylus, and it feels like I'm using a pen almost, like my finger is a pen. And by that, I just mean it's responsive like a pen on paper would be. In fact, sometimes you have trouble with pen on paper because, you know, you run out of ink. But this, you don't have to worry about running out of ink. It's all digital, thanks to technology. But works well. Like, I don't know how else. I honestly don't know what else to say. I don't draw much myself, so I can't really tell you how good this app is, but it seems to work well on this iPad. Again, if you're going to start adding layers and stuff, I'm sure it'll be a little heavier on the processor. But yeah, this is drawing, you know? It's not like a video that has gigabytes of information. So even if you do add layers, I'm sure it won't be too taxing on the processor. It will have an impact, but not as big as video. So if it can handle video, I'm sure you can draw on it as well. And that's it for my review, guys. Sorry if this wasn't informational enough. I've never done a video like this, so I kind of didn't know what to do. If there's anything else you guys want to see, definitely leave it down below in the comments, and I will definitely try to improve on the next video. Everything worked well on this iPad, and if you're debating whether this will handle your basic daily needs, then debate no more. Just for the price, this iPad is a steal. Go get it and never look back, you know? Technology changes really fast, so even if you buy something next year, within a couple of years, that's going to be old too. So I think price sometimes is more important than age of the technology. And Apple optimizes everything very well. The hardware and the software on this iPad work very well together, and everything's very smooth. So it's a crisp and polished product. And remember, this is a 2017 iPad, so Apple wouldn't release this in 2017 if it can't handle the majority of apps that are out there. Go and buy this iPad unless you want to spend a lot more money on something more advanced. I think my iPad Pro, the main differences are it has a better camera, better screen, it does have a newer processor, and it has a smart connector, so you can use things like the Apple Pencil and the Apple keyboard. This doesn't have it. But just for a basic iPad to do basic things like I just did, this is more than capable. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, then consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a like, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.